구독자 여러분 안녕하세요. 모르 코리안 커플의 남편 영탁.
와이프 희바입니다. So today, guys, I'm gonna talk about this YouTube couple that have been doing a lot of controversial videos, and people started talking about them, hating on them a lot lately. So I wanted to see how my husband would react about that, and I would want to share my thoughts with you because I saw the videos and I had like different thoughts that I would want to talk about. The YouTube couple that I'm going to be talking about is Abby and Matt. You probably know them because they're super famous. They have like 7.7 million followers on YouTube. So they're like huge, but maybe Korean people don't know them. So let me know if you know them or not. And they've been like doing YouTube for a long time too, probably about 5 years or more. They have 2 kids now. I think one is 2 years and the other is almost 1. So pretty young kids. This couple met when they were in high school. They got engaged when they were 19 and they got married when they were 20. So they got married pretty like very young. They probably didn't have a lot of experience. Yeah, so I feel like this is important information to know like context, because in the videos that we're gonna watch, sometimes when they're talking, this kind of information is important to know so that we can understand where they're coming from. Yeah, and now they're 26 years old and they're still doing their videos. Now, I'm gonna show you a few videos that I watched that were like kind of problematic. People were like commenting about this in a negative way. So I wanna see your reaction. First video is Abby, the girl. So she just had her second baby and she's had a C-section. She's still in pain. She just came back home. In the video, you can see that he's helping her a lot. So he's like the perfect husband in this video. This is the viral video. This is how I came to know them because I'm also following them, so I saw their videos.
It's okay, you're just on some medicine right now. So I'm not mad at you.
Okay, what are you doing right there?
I'm trying to hold the white belt.
It's not gonna go anywhere, man. Don't touch anything without talking to me first.
Okay. What else can I
Yeah, do that.
약간 한국에서는 산후조리원에 있으면은 저런 거 다 케어 받을 수 있는데 미국은 없으니까 집에서 지금 남편이 저렇게 해주고 있는 거지.
맞아.
맞지?
In my opinion, this is like right after she came out of the hospital, like you said. So it's like probably the first day after hospital. So it's really, really still very fresh and it's very painful. But he's helping a lot and he's very patient with her. So this is how they became viral. In this video, people were like, oh, he's so nice. You know, he's like the perfect husband.
근데 진짜 제일 아플 때잖아. 자기도 재난 나와봐서 알잖아. 진짜 제일 아플 때일 거 아니야.
That's
맞지?
right. 맞아.
이해되지? 자기는 저 여자가.
Yeah. So after a few years, I mean a few months after this, because this is her second baby,
Yes.
and her second baby now is almost 1 year. So it's not just a few months after this. This is what they became.
I just find you very attractive.
Yeah, I find you very attractive
And there was a time where I did not.
Same.
Isn't that so funny how our brain can do that though?
그러니까 남편이랑 와이프가 지금 팟캐스트처럼 얘기하고 있는 거네.
But I mean, it's very normal, I guess, with the hormones and everything. So she says to him, you know, I always found you very attractive, but there are some times where I didn't find you attractive. And his answer was what like people didn't like, but felt like it was a little like, why are you saying same? He said same. 나도. Me too. Same. It's like they're displaying their problems, talking about their problems in front of everyone. When you are just the two of you, you can talk about this kind of stuff. You know, like sometimes I didn't find you that attractive and you can say the same thing. But like in front of people, this is like a weakness in the couple.
근데 이 여자도 그런 거를 먼저 얘기한 거잖아.
그러니까.
이 여자도 잘못한 거지.
That's right. 나도 그렇게 생각해. Like, why is she talking about that on the podcast? 근데 the video that sparked the most hate and controversy on the internet
Yes.
is this one. So listen carefully.
Yes.
He deleted the video.
오, 보자.
Don't be fooled by me picking up my house because I'm not typically the one that does it. And don't be fooled by me taking care of my son because most of the time my wife does that too. Abby really wanted to go to the gym tonight and I wanted to surprise her with the clean house. In our relationship, we naturally take on more traditional marital roles and I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
He's implying that he doesn't do anything and it's the wife who does everything. But she just had a baby. That's why people got angry about that, because she just had a surgery and she's already like doing everything. What is he doing? And he's talking about I wanted to surprise her with a clean house. Yeah.
약간 근데 이 남자는 웃기려고 이런 보이스 오버를 한 거 아니야? 웃기려고? 약간 사람들 이렇게 좀 오버 리액션 하면서 저렇게 만든 거 아니야?
그러니까
뭐 이런 거지. 나 평소에는 아무것도 안 해. 근데 오늘은 와이프를 위해서 내가 청소도 하고 아이도 돌보고 다 할 거야. 뭐 이런 느낌인 거잖아.
야.
웃기려고 그러는 거 아니야?
근데 이거는 누가 웃겨? Who thinks this is funny?
그러니까 그거를 이 사람은 이제 자기는 웃길 거라고 생각해서 이렇게 비디오 찍었는데
Yeah.
사람들 반응이 안 좋으니까 지운 거일 거 아니야.
That's right, yeah. But I don't think it's funny, and I don't think anyone thinks it's funny. Like people who watched this video didn't think it's funny. Like what is funny about a woman just giving birth and just having surgery? She's still in pain and recovering. Even like 1 or 2 months after the surgery is still painful and it's still very hard to deal with. And you have your husband saying, oh yeah, well, I don't do this all the time. I'm just doing it today because I'm recording for you to watch me do it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not funny. It looks bad. Right after this video, everyone started commenting like you should divorce your because he's not worth it. And in the end, I don't know if you heard, he said, in our couple, we take more traditional marital roles. So traditional marital roles 뭔지 알아?
알아.
뭐야?
여자는 주부 일하고
So 주부 일하고 take care of the kids, and the man goes to work and brings back the money, and not just that, but he also has to take care of her and like give her half of the money, as he's gonna be explaining.
Yes.
This is the traditional marital role, and he's saying that, but it's not what he's doing. After this video, a lot of people started hating on him on the comments and saying things like you should not do this and like she should divorce him and blah blah blah. So instead of him doing a sorry video, she's the one who did the TikTok, and she's the one who said sorry about what he did.
You are projecting your personal frustrations and it shows. Now, I rarely make videos about this because it's a waste of my time, and I don't need people on the internet to tell me who I am, who my husband is, and how our relationship is. Sometimes it's nice to remember that I don't always have to be silent and just accept the hateful lies people say about us.
The positive outweighs the negative, meaning like the positive comments 더 많아. Negative comment보다 더 많은 뜻인데, if you check the comments, it's not true. Like everyone is saying only bad stuff. Like this is actually one of the most wild conversations I've ever heard. Girl, I didn't know you had 3 sons.
We both take work tasks and we both take household tasks. But I do tend to take on more of the cleaning and taking care of our baby. That's what I enjoy and what I'm good at. My husband is pretty much responsible for the bulk of the business tasks, financial responsibilities, cars, insurance, and so on.
So she said that she likes doing, like chores in the house, cleaning and taking care of the kids. And her husband does the financial duty, like he pays the bills and he takes care of the insurance and so on. And she says the bulk of the business, meaning like what they're doing, like their YouTube stuff, because they don't work, they both do the same thing. So I don't know why she says the bulk of the business, because she's also doing the same thing. They're both doing YouTube, not just him by himself. Just keep this in mind, okay? You're gonna understand. This is another video after she did the apology video saying that, like I like doing the and my husband takes care of the financial stuff and all that. Then he makes a video of her sitting down on a chair just like that and like holding her hand like this, and he's saying, oh my god, I forgot to pay the water bill. Watch the video.
Yes.
It's gonna be really funny.
Dude, I thought it was on autopay. I thought for sure.
Set up autopay for it to be on autopay.
I was pretty sure that I set it up on autopay and it just didn't work.
No, Matt, you haven't made a single payment. There's no way that you set up autopay.
You know what an autopay is, right?
자동이체.
Oh, but he says, I'm pretty sure that's what I did, but it didn't work.
Yes.
But she says to him, there's no way you did that, because if you did that, the money is gonna go out.
Yes.
How many times do you think he didn't pay the bills for the water? How many times?
I don't know. 3 months?
3 months?
Because 석 달 안 내면 물 안 나와.
그치.
이제
물 안 나와.
얼마인데?
Autopay?
6 months?
And I was like, oh, why is the water jar off? They're like, you've not paid
Ever.
지금까지?
For
My
7
God.
months.
7 months?
Because they moved to this new house and they spent 7 months in the new house. and he didn't pay anything at all.
자기 역할도 못하는 거네.
그러니까.
남자가 말했던 역할은 와이프가 집안일 다 하고 아이 케어 하는 대신에 자기가 뭐 수도세 내고 이런 것들 다 관리한다고 얘기했잖아. 근데 자기 역할 7개월 동안 안 한 거잖아.
Exactly.
That I have a husband. I don't have to do anything. Like, I don't have to worry about bills. No, I do.
Hey,
Why am I sitting back relaxing? We have not paid for water.
This one, hey, hold up. This one slipped through the cracks.
It's a
한번
one slip of the cracks.
이제
이 한
제대로
번만 못했는데 이렇게 말하고
말-
있는데 7개월 동안 계속 못했는데 이 한 번만 This is what he's saying. So he's
그러니까
saying
자기
it's just-
이 남자 말은
어.
물 한 번밖에 안 끊겼잖아 이 말인 거잖아.
That's right. So there's this video that also got like people talking because you know in the apology video she said no but well I take care of the kids and I do this but he does his job you know so people came again you know when they saw the video they were like well he's not doing it so
근데 오빠는 딱 이걸 느끼는 게 이 커플이 어찌됐든 행복한 커플이고 남자가 여자 많이 사랑하고 배려해주는 그런 커플 유튜브잖아.
맞아.
근데 이렇게 되면서 컨셉이 약간 무너진 거 아니야. 그러니까 이 남자가 제대로 역할 못하고 그러니까 조금씩 크랙이 생기고 있는 거잖아 둘이. 사람들 배드 코멘트 계속 쓰고 그러니까 안 좋은 거를 왜 촬영해가지고 보여주는지 이해가 안 돼.
그러니까
그러니까 뭐 그런 거 그냥 부부 사이에서 뭐 이런 일이 있으니까 내가
그러니까.
그냥 페이할게 이렇게 하면 되지. 그걸 왜 남자가 촬영해가지고 욕을 먹는지 모르겠어.
그러니까, as you said, it's the man who's doing that. So
그러니까.
even when his wife was like on the sofa, yeah,
Yeah.
wow, the husband of the year. But you also have to think about the fact that he actually put the camera and he
Yes.
was like, okay, so I'm gonna make a show for the camera. Your
English.
wife is having a hard time after surgery and
Yes.
she's been in the hospital.
Yes.
But you still have time to put the camera and videotape you taking care of your
Yeah.
wife. So it doesn't sound very genuine. Doesn't sound like he's doing it really for her, but for the views.
근데 그거 우리도 이제 커플 유튜버기 때문에 남자가 이해가긴 해.
맞아.
뭐 배드 코멘트 쓰게 만들든지 어찌됐든 이목을 집중하게 만드는 거잖아. 들어와서 배드 코멘트 쓰려면은 어찌됐든 영상을 봐야 되는 거잖아.
Yeah.
그러니까 그거 약간 마케팅적으로 일부러 그런 식으로 하는데 마케팅 스트래티지가 너무 잘못됐어.
That's
약간,
right. That's right. It's another video. I'll let you watch the video, and if you don't understand, I'll explain to you.
This year.
Father's Day, it's always in June, and it's like
Last
always
year
around.
was June 18th, which is Matt's birthday, so he had
Yes.
Father's Day and his birthday on the same day. And
So sad.
I will say I did kind of combine the holidays.
You did combine the two of them. It's okay though. I mean, you were pregnant, you were uncomfortable, you were
We
close.
just gotten back from our baby moon that
Yeah.
day. I got you a cake from DQ.
So it was his birthday, but his birthday and Father's Day,
Same day?
it's the same day, and she just combined both.
She
days.
just combined?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was pregnant, but she still bought him a cake and called the family over and everything, right? But it was not enough. He was like, no, Father's Day and my birthday separate, not same, not same celebration.
근데 오빠 궁금한 게 Father's Day가 중요한 날이야? 미국에서는?
It's just, I mean, it's
그냥
like,
한국에서는 Parents Day라고 하는데 뭐 중요한 날이기도 하지 어떤 사람들에게는
it's almost like, for example, let's say White Day and your birthday at the same time.
뭐 사람마다 다르긴 한데 그냥
So I don't
뭐
understand.
컴바인 해도 중요한 날은 아닌 것 같은데.
그러니까 그리고 she called his family and friends and everything and she bought a cake. So like, what does he want? Like I don't get it. Like maybe he wants a gift, like a bigger
그러니까.
gift. So I don't know.
아니면 gift 두 개 원하는 거 아니야?
그럴
Father's
수도
Day
있지.
gift and
And
his
then his
birthday
birthday gift,
맞지?
different gifts.
약간 그런 느낌인가? 그 어떤 아이들 중에서는 크리스마스랑 생일이랑 같이 있는 애들 있잖아.
제나처럼.
가깝게. 제나 좀 멀리 있지. 12월 9일이니까.
Yeah.
그거를 한 번에 퉁쳐가지고
맞아.
선물 하나만 준다든지.
맞아.
이렇게 했을 때 기분 나쁜데 사실
근데
크리스마스도
그 애기니까.
맞아. 애기 아니잖아. 애 아빠잖아.
He's 26 and he has 2 kids. Like
참나.
why are you?
군대를 안 가서 그런가?
He's still 26. He still has a chance. He
Yeah.
can go.
오빠 잠깐만 이 생각 딱 들어. 이 남자가 진짜 엄청 로맨틱한 사람이어서 기념일에 선물해주고 이벤트 해주고 약간 이런 사람인데 만약에 우리 같은 상황이야. 오빠는 자기한테 크리스마스 선물 사주고 예전에 오빠 회사 다닐 때는 뉴 이어 기프트도 주고 그랬었는데 자기는 오빠한테 그런 거 안 해줘. 근데 오빠는 그거 섭섭해하지 않아. 왜냐면은 자기가 행복하는 모습 그런 것도 오빠는 그것도 나는 기쁘고 자기를 사랑하기 때문에 그렇게 했었잖아.
그치.
근데 약간 오빠는 섭섭했던 날이 있었어. 자기가 우리 결혼 기념일 때 아무 생각도 못하고 결혼 기념일 기억도 못하는 거. 근데 이런 것들이 쌓이다 보니까 이 남자는 이렇게까지 하는데 너는 왜 나한테 아무것도 안 해줘? 약간 이런 느낌 때문에 결국 이렇게 된 거 아닐까라는 생각도 들어. 야.
If it was the case, he would probably have talked about it. But he didn't say anything. He just said, well, it's okay, but...
자기가 결혼
아니,
결혼 기념일
Like, even if I want to buy a gift, I don't have money to buy the gift.
알았어.
And if I buy the gift with our
아니
card,
근데
you're gonna
기억도
know.
못했어 자기.
뭐, 한
선물
번.
선물
I guess that was like the first time. 아니야? 아니었어? The first time?
모르겠어.
어쨌든, I probably had a reason, so... Plus, I have ADHD, you have to keep that in mind, too. Don't feel bad about that, okay?
I guess we've
And
just
had
gotten
our
home.
family over and grilled.
Well, I grilled, but I know a lot of dads grill on their birthday.
Like blaming her, you know? Like, you didn't do the right things, okay? So, why didn't you remember what I like? You know, kind of vibe.
자기가 좋아하는 거 기억 못하는 거 섭섭할 것 같은데?
근데, but she's pregnant, and they
아니
just
근데
came
그걸
back from...
그 프레그넌 한 걸 떠나서 좋아하는 거 기억 못하면 섭섭해 할 것 같은데? 임신을
그치?
하든 말든.
Yeah, but even though, I don't know, it's kind of childish.
그러니까
It's like a-
모르겠어. 내가 봤을 때는 남자만의 잘못은 아닌 것 같아.
Yeah, but like what people are saying is like, grow up. You're a man. You understand? You have 2 kids and you're a man. Why are you crying about a birthday that you couldn't do properly?
그래,
You get
맞아.
it? You understand? So as you said earlier, 군대 안 가는 사람처럼 그렇게 생각할 수도 있어. But why is the man gonna be like that? He's supposed to be, you know, strong and not displaying his emotions like this in front of thousands of millions of people that are watching this. You understand what I'm saying? He's looking weak. This is what I mean. So he's looking weak, and people are just taking that as a weakness, and they're gonna hate on him. Especially men. You're not showing a good image of a man, you know? So like, why a man is crying over a birthday? It's not very manly.
그러니까 약간
You understand?
이게 좀 웃긴 게 어찌 보면 자기가 말했듯이 이 커플이 예전에 사람들이 제일 좋아하는 페이머스 커플 중에 1등으로 뽑히기도 했었다고 했잖아.
맞아.
맞지?
귀엽고.
근데 사람들이 원하는 그런 아이디얼 커플이었는데 그런 모습이랑 약간 매치가 안 되니까 사람들이 배드 코멘트 쓰고 안 좋아지고 이렇게 약간 되는 것 같은데? 그렇지
그러니까.
않아? 사실 이게 원래 리얼 커플 모습인 거잖아. 뭐
That's
이런
right.
여자도 있고 그런 건데 약간 그 사람들이 자기가 생각하는 아이디얼 커플인 줄 알았는데 자기의 이상이랑 달라지니까 내가 알던 아이디얼 커플 아닌데 하면서 배드 코멘트 쓰고
Exactly.
맞지?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too when I was watching their videos. Because we are parents too, so I understand.
우린 패런시기도 하고 또 우리도 유튜버게 하는 커플 유튜버니까
So
이해가 돼.
it's a little bit. So it's a little bit like us. When I was watching their videos, sometimes I was also thinking like, yeah, but like 그럴 수도 있지. You know, like it's normal. Like now in 2024, we're also talking about men's emotions and mental health, and it's important that the men can feel safe talking about their emotions too and their mental health, right? Because there's so many men, or like more men than women, that are like committing suicide and have like mental issues because they have to suppress their emotions and like look strong and show that they have no emotions, when in actual reality they do have emotions just as much as women. They just like society just like forced them to stop displaying their emotions, and we are in this era, like 2024 or 2025 now, sorry, 2025. So I think we should move on and like let men talk about their emotions too. If they don't feel, I don't know, if he's upset about her forgetting his birthday, it's fine, right? It's just, yeah, sorry, I'll do better next time, you know, or okay, I'll try to remember. Well, he can also feel upset. He has the right to feel upset, right? Because it's his birthday. So I don't know. I'm a little perplexed when it comes to this. I'm a little here and here, so I don't know. Like, I understand why people would comment hateful stuff, but I also understand why he would feel that way.
이래서 이제 사람들이 점점 유명해지면 유명해질수록 에너미도 많아지는 이유가 tiny thing 이것도 사람들이 욕을 하고 이렇게 되는 게
맞아,
나는
맞아.
이거랑 약간 비슷하다고 생각해.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost like the more famous you get, the more like you're in a
맞아,
little cage, in a little prison, because you can't do anything anymore. Think about everything you're gonna say or do, or because not everyone is gonna like what you're doing.
그러니까 좋아하는 팬이 많아질수록 싫어하는 안티 팬도 그만큼 더.
About it.
I'm curious what that would have been like if I would have kissed somebody before you. Have you not thought about that? Like,
Jerry!
what? No, I guess I have the curious thought of like back in the day, what would have that been like?
Oh, well, that's fine, but like currently interested.
I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no. Okay, there's a difference between oh no, of course not, but and I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. It means maybe yes, maybe no. Somebody asked them, "Is Matt thinking about kissing other women?" You know, and then he says, "Well, I thought about what would it have been like to kiss someone before you." So because like they met when they were very young, like 19 or whatever.
Yes.
They got engaged when they
Yeah.
were 19. They
Right.
met when they were in high school. So they didn't really have a lot of experience. And so he says, "Yes, well, I thought about, what would it have been like if I kissed someone before meeting you?" And then she says, "Oh, if it's before, it's okay. But now," and then he says, "I'm gonna say no." He doesn't say, "Oh no, of course not." He says, "Well, I'm gonna say no." You see what I mean? So 이런 거 사람들이 이거
불편해해? 그냥 재밌으려고 그렇게 얘기하는 것 같은데?
내 생각에는 he's just very honest and no filters. So he just
맞아,
says
약간
what he
그것도
thinks.
있어. 필터 없이 말하는 남자네, 이 남자는.
Okay.
Does it feel different down there after birth?
Yeah, actually, I feel like it goes back, but it doesn't go back to exactly how.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day, and I was kind of surprised to hear you say that. So you never told me until I asked you.
I always heard, oh, it goes back to normal, but it doesn't go back to exactly the way it was before.
She understand everything, right? So what do you think about that?
그냥 너무 솔직해.
솔직하게.
너무 솔직해. 그러니까 그거잖아. 임신하고 나서 그 부부관계 할 때 그 쪼임이 다르다는 거잖아. 예전과는 완전 다르다는 거잖아. 근데 그거를 아니 뭐 그런 얘기는 사이에 할 수 있는 얘기라고도 생각해. 근데 그걸 팟캐스트 앞에서 와이프 무한하게 사람들이 와이프를 어떻게 생각하는지 그런 거 신경도 안 쓰고 이렇게 얘기하는 게 나는 너무 싫어. 그러니까
It's-
우리 둘 사이에서 그런 얘기는 할 수 있어. 부부 관계에서 좀 더 서로 만족감을 높이기 위해서는 그런 얘기도 필수적으로 해야 되는 부분이라고. 근데 사람들이 다 보는 팟캐스트에서 와이프 쪼임이 임신하기 전과는 다르다 뭐 이런 식으로 미친놈 같은데 약간? 이게 아메리칸 스타일이야? 아니면은
No, it's just him.
맞지?
Because he's American and he's
어.
reacting to this and he's saying like, what the hell? And especially, okay, you can be honest, but if you care about it's not even about the podcast, it's about your wife's,
그러니까.
your wife and her mental health.
어.
Because this kind of truths are very hurtful sometimes.
맞아,
so
그러니까.
she's gonna start thinking, oh, maybe I should do like a surgery down there or something. So this kind of truth can like push a person to do stuff that they don't really want to do. In other videos, he was also talking about her boobs. He was yeah. He said that he liked her boobs when they were like full of milk, but then after they're like milk 다 빠져나오면 약간 이렇게 떨어진 거 안 좋아하는다는 말 했어.
말했어.
He said that, and then right after that, she said to him, "Well, that's why I told you I want to get a boob job."
surgery?
Yeah. So when I saw that video, I was like, oh, he's that.
surgery?
Yes. So she said to him, 이런 것 때문에 나는
가슴 수술했으면 좋겠다고 얘기한 거야.
하고 싶어.
이 여자가?
So when I saw that video, I was like, oh, okay, there are truths and there are ways to say them. Not just like, yeah, well, then when they're full of milk, I like it. When they're they go down and they're like balloons that are deflated. So of course it's gonna hit her confidence and she's gonna feel bad. And 나중에 she's gonna want to do drastic changes in her life, like the surgery. The last video that I'm gonna show you actually made me rethink everything that I thought about this guy. Because in the beginning, when I saw all the videos, I was like, oh, he's really bad. What an asshole. What is he doing? Da, 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 da. But when I saw this video, I was like,
Yes.
oh, Well, I think I understand a little better what
Song
he's
about
saying.
feeling empty inside. I'm wondering if I'm depressed. I'm
No,
no
doctor,
but
but that's not like me.
I put a smile on my face and play the part to hide the pain. It's funny how you think you know just what you want when you're 8 years old dressed up as Spider-Man.
So, anyways, he's showing her a song that he wrote about depression. This in this song, he's saying basically like he's talking about his life and how he was dreaming about how his life would be.
Yes.
And now that he has everything that he wanted, like kids and a wife and family and all that stuff, but it's not enough. Like he said, I thought I'd be happier, but I'm not. But he's not.
우울증 왔네.
Yeah, yeah.
산후
A lot of people didn't like this either. It's just making her feel bad, you know. But when I saw this, because I also had depression before, so I kind of understand like where he comes from. It's not about the family. It's not about the wife, the husband, the kids. It's not about that. Depression is just it's chemicals in your
Right,
brain,
right.
right? And it doesn't choose or pick the person or the conditions or. So I felt like, well, if he has depression, then all the things that came before, like him talking, saying honestly what he thinks without filters and stuff like that, and not knowing how people would react, it's probably could be because of that. So that's how I felt about
그래서
this.
지금 이 커플 어떻게 됐어?
They're still together and they're still doing videos. They're still taking care of their kids. Basically, now I think because of the husband and what he was doing, people got a little and started hating on them in the comments. And now because of that, they get more attention. And so people are going to start looking for problems everywhere.
맞아.
So, yeah, that was it.
오빠 생각에는 모든 부부가 이런 과정을 겪는 사람들이 굉장히 많고 다 이러면서 좋았다가 안 좋았다가 좋았다가 안 좋았다가 이거는 당연히 커플이라면 다 이해할 만한 내용인데 대신 이제 이해가 안 되는 부분은 뭐 항상 얘기하는 거지만 이혼 프로그램에 나가는 부부들 이해 안 된다고 했잖아. 왜냐하면은 부부 사이가 좋았다 안 좋았다 할 수 있는 건데 그런 안 좋은 것 때문에 모든 사람들한테 내 와이프의 안 좋은 점을 TV로 알려주는 게 그 이혼 프로그램이잖아. 남자도
그러니까.
마찬가지고 그 안 좋았을 때를 기준으로 사람들한테 우리 희바 집안일도 안 하고 요리도 안 해주고 이렇게 하면은 우리가 나중에 자기가 집안일도 잘하고 요리도 잘해주는데 하고 사람들은 아직도 자기는 그런 사람이라고 생각을 할 거야. 그러니까 주변 사람들이 자기를 어떻게 생각하는지 생각을 아예 안 해. 심지어 남편도 와이프의 안 좋은 점 약간 프라이빗한 그런 시크릿 그런 내용들을 다 사람들한테 알려줘. 그거는
right.
진짜 안 좋은 거라고 나는 생각해.
Yeah, 나도.
그리고 뭐 아까도 말했듯이 유명해지면 유명해질수록 안티 팬들도 늘어나기 때문에 어떤 사소한 질려고 그렇게 페이머스한 커플이잖아. 돈도 엄청 많을 거고 페이머스 유튜버고 근데 이런 생 끌어내리려고 욕하는 사람들은 많이 있을 거고 지금 유튜브를 하고 있지만 우리가 좋아하는 그런 채널 그런 콘텐츠에도 배드 코멘트는 항상 있단 말이야. 오빠는 그거를 쓰레기라고 생각하고 그냥 쓰레기를 없애버려. 딜리트하고 그 사람이 댓글 못 쓰게 오빠는 막아둔단 말이야. 쓰레기를 우리 집으로 던지는 사람인 거잖아. 그런 사람들은 오지 말라고 해야지. 그렇게 하는데 얘는 자기 집에 쓰레기를 버리는 사람들을 다 불러 모아.
Yeah, but they made like the mistake of like oversharing, I guess.
맞아,
Oversharing about
오버쉐어링 하는
yeah,
것 같아 진짜.
oversharing about their problems, their like private stuff that they shouldn't be talking about on the internet. So yeah, there are even if you're like a YouTuber and everything, I also believe there's like limits to what you
맞아,
can
맞아,
share
맞아.
with people. So you can share usually what I like to do, even on my like social media, Instagram, whatever it is, I'm trying my best to share only the good sides. Life is not that perfect, yes, but it doesn't mean that you have to share, like my husband said, like the suregi version of the because people are gonna take that and they're gonna remember it and then they're gonna use it against you later.
모든 부부라는 이런 경험이 있을 건데 너무 프라이빗하게 많은 사람들한테 쉐어링 했다는 거, 오버쉐어링 했다는 게 문제라고 생각해.
Yep, that's right.
우리는 이러지 말자. 진짜. 좋은 모습만 보여주면서 많은 사람들이 우리를 보고 행복해지게 만들고 싶어 나는.
Exactly.
어.
Yeah. No,
가끔씩
it's the
막
same thing.
프랭크 적당히 행복을 주고 싶은
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Leave a comment down there and let me know what you think about this couple. Bye. See you next time.
See you next time.